The Wolf of Wall Street, directed by Martin Scorsese and based on the memoir by Jordan Belfort, is a raucous, unapologetic exploration of greed, excess, and the moral decay of Wall Street during the 1990s. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio as Jordan Belfort, a charismatic and ambitious stockbroker whose meteoric rise and catastrophic fall serve as both a cautionary tale and a darkly comedic spectacle. The movie begins with Jordan narrating his story, immediately pulling the audience into the chaos of his lifestyle. Flashing back to the late 1980s, a young Jordan is eager to carve out a career on Wall Street. He lands an entry level job at the prestigious brokerage firm LF Rothschild. Under the mentorship of Mark Hanna, played by Matthew McConaughey in a memorable cameo, Jordan is introduced to the cutthroat world of stock trading. Hanna advises him to embrace drugs, alcohol, and greed, encapsulating the debauchery that defines Wall Street culture. However, Jordan's time at Rothschild is cut short by the Black Monday stock market crash in 1987, leaving him unemployed. Jordan soon discovers the world of penny stocks, cheap shares sold to everyday investors, which offer brokers like him a massive 50% commission. He begins working at a small, shady firm where his natural talent for persuasion and salesmanship makes him a top earner. It's here that Jordan realizes the immense potential for manipulating gullible investors, planting the seeds of his future empire. Eager to build something bigger, Jordan teams up with Donnie Azoff, Jonah Hill, a bizarre and ambitious neighbor. Together, they establish Stratton Oakmont, a brokerage firm that operates on dubious ethics and illegal practices. Jordan recruits a ragtag team of friends and small time hustlers, training them in aggressive sales tactics that border on outright fraud. The firm grows rapidly, becoming notorious for its pump and dump schemes, where stocks are artificially inflated and then sold off, leaving investors with worthless shares. With success comes unimaginable wealth. Jordan indulges in a lifestyle of extreme excess, buying mansions, yachts, sports cars, and more. He develops a voracious appetite for drugs, particularly quaaludes, which become a recurring element of his hedonistic routine. Parties at Stratton Oakmont are legendary, filled with drugs, strippers, and outlandish stunts. The office becomes a playground for debauchery, reflecting Jordan's belief that money grants him absolute freedom. Amid his rise, Jordan meets Naomi LaPaglia, Margaret Robbie, a stunning and ambitious woman who becomes the object of his desire. Despite being married to his first wife, Teresa Kristen Milioti, Jordan pursues Naomi relentlessly. Their whirlwind romance leads to marriage, and Jordan spares no expense in showcasing his love for her. Their wedding is a spectacle of opulence, featuring helicopters, live music, and luxury beyond imagination. As Jordan's empire grows, so does the scrutiny from law enforcement. Agent Patrick Denham, Kyle Chandler of the FBI, begins investigating Stratton Oakmont for securities fraud and money laundering. Denham's quiet, methodical approach contrasts sharply with Jordan's flamboyant arrogance. Jordan initially dismisses the FBI as a minor nuisance, believing his wealth and power make him untouchable. To protect his illicit earnings, Jordan devises a scheme to smuggle money into Swiss bank accounts. He enlists the help of Jean-Jacques Sorel, John Dujardin, a Swiss banker, and Naomi's British aunt Emma, who serves as a proxy for opening the accounts. The operation is fraught with risk, but Jordan's confidence blinds him to the dangers. Meanwhile, Jordan's drug addiction escalates, leading to increasingly erratic behavior. In one infamous scene, he overdoses on quaaludes, rendering him nearly paralyzed. Despite his condition, he attempts to drive his Lamborghini home, causing significant damage to the car. This sequence, a mix of slapstick comedy and horrifying recklessness, epitomizes the chaos of Jordan's life. Naomi grows increasingly disillusioned with Jordan's behavior. Their marriage, once passionate, becomes a battleground of arguments and mistrust. Jordan's infidelity, combined with his volatile temper, strains their relationship to the breaking point. Naomi threatens to leave him, taking their children with her, but Jordan's manipulative charm often convinces her to stay. As the FBI investigation intensifies, cracks begin to show in Stratton Oakmont's facade. Donnie's reckless actions, including a public altercation with a colleague, draw unwanted attention. In a desperate attempt to cover their tracks, Jordan and his team resort to more extreme measures.